know it's still pretty early on, but what are your thoughts on this offense, having gotten a little time on it?
Like you said, man, it's pretty early. I've only been here a couple of days throughout the offseason, but from the days I've been here, I like Coach Grubb, his motivation, how every day he's strictly the same person. He's always motivating us to be our best selves. So that's one thing I like about him. And this offense, I think, it has a lot of potential to be great. Especially with the weapons that we have in our receiver room, tight end room, running back room, and even the O-line, the veteran leadership that we brought in this offseason. I think it has potential to be special.
DK, just on the offseason, do anything interesting, and then what did you do to prepare for these next few days?
Yes, sir. During the offseason, I've been chilling, working out, nothing interesting going on with my life, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then what was the second question, my bad?
No guitar lessons or anything like that?
No, sir. No, I've been scared to pick up the guitar. I stopped ASL beginning of May, and I'm going to pick it back up July.
Thank you. That was in depth. But as far as football, then just getting ready for these next 3 days, what did you do?
Just work out, look over plays, watch film. Like I said, I've only been there a couple of days, so the film study really was a major key part of me being prepared to have the confidence to come out here and line up and run the plays.
What gives you the impression that could be special on offense?
With the weapons that we have on offense, the O-line, we brought in Lakin, George Fan is back. We still got the two-headed monster with Ken and Zach in the backfield. Noah, we brought in Farrell Brown from the Patriots, and then, Meadlock, Jackson, Bobo, Derek, a laundry list of receivers that have, great, attributes to add to this offense.
How would you describe the offense stylistically compared to the other offenses you played in?
Every offense that I've played in, from Shoddy to Shane to now, they all have their, unique, variations. But I like the way, Grubb's offense is very explosive, and he tries to push the ball downfield.
DK, preparing for this offense, did you take a chance to watch Washington film, and has Coach Grubb talked at all about how he used Rome Odunze and maybe using that as a comparison for plans for you in this offense?
No, sir. I haven't watched too much of UW because, this is the Seattle Seahawks, so I'm just taking it one day at a time with installs that he's installed for us. We haven't talked much about, Rome Odunze. He was a great, player at UW, but I'm just trying to, add DK Metcalf to, Grubb's offense.
What are you just kind of getting to know Mike McDonald? Kind of what are your thoughts on him, and kind of obviously you had Pete as your first coach here for the first 4 years.
Right. It's a learning curve for me because, I've been accustomed to one way for 5 years. And, just with Coach Mike, I think his leadership and the way he views football, he's a defensive coach. That's one thing I don't like about him, but, it's good for our team. But I just like the way how he's, open. He loves communication, open communication, talks to each player. And, just he's bringing his own style to Seattle, and, that's what I like. He's not trying to copy, anything that anybody's done in the past. He's just bringing Mike McDonald to Seattle Seahawks.
You said you've only been here for a few days.
No, it's voluntary.
What kind of growth are you seeing with Jackson from year one?
I think just the next step for Jackson, in my opinion, is just continuing to be consistent, along with everybody else, just coming here every day and just being the same player from day one. So there's no hiccups during the season or no hiccups during training camp. Everybody knows what they're going to get, from Jackson, from 14, from Locke, from everybody on the Seahawks. So just consistency all across the board.
What did you think of his rookie season and the way he progressed?
He was great with the chances and opportunities that he had. He took advantage of them very well, and made a lot of plays.
What did you, the last 2 years, kind of 9 and 7, and obviously the playoffs one time, but what do you think kind of has happened for you guys to get past that sort of thing and make a goal kind of run in the playoffs?
Consistency. Like I spoke before, like we will play great some games and then not play great, other games. So just being consistent and being, a team that's hungry every Sunday or every Monday, Thursday, whatever day we line up is going to be, the same team that you see on film is going to be the same team that you feel on game day.
It was announced today you guys are doing joint practices with the Titans in August. That's something that hadn't happened in your previous years. What are your thoughts on doing that?
Yeah, I've never done it, so we'll see when we get there.
DK, there's talk about expanding the NFL regular season again to 18 games. What do you think about that?
That's above my pay grade, so if we play 18 games, I'll be out there for 18 games.
Get a new receiver coach in Frisman Jackson. What's it been like so far getting to know him, and how's he different from previous receiver coaches that you've had?
I think he's different with his approach. You know, Sanjay was very technical. Nate was very technical. He's technical to a certain extent, but he's really trying to learn the plays along with us. With this offense. So really haven't had a chance to see how he coaches out there. On the field, but looking forward to it. He seems like he knows exactly what he's talking about with releases and route stems and everything. So it'll be interesting to see once the season gets started.
Do you pay attention to the contracts of like Justin Jefferson and kind of some of the other receivers get?
My pops told me growing up never pocket watch. So congratulations to all the receivers out there and everybody getting paid. But I don't pay attention. Can't.
You have been around him this offseason. Have you noticed anything different about Geno? Just how he's approached with a new coach and new regime?
Like I said, man, with Coach Grubb, he tries to make sure everybody, brings their best self every day. And so, like speaking on Geno, he's trying to learn the offense right along with everybody else. But his attention to detail, his leadership is really, blossoming right now with a whole new staff and everything. And everybody's just following Geno's lead because he's the quarterback. He's the one that's going to be commanding the huddle. So just his leadership this year, I think, has really just stood out.
The relationship you had with Pete Carroll, were you surprised in January when they made the move?
Like I said, man, that's above my pay grade. I love Pete. He's the one. He's the reason that I'm standing right here in front of y'all, along with John. But he was a great coach for me. Can't dismiss what he did for me in this organization. Before I got here and when I got here. So he's a great coach, a Hall of Fame caliber coach in my opinion. But just sad to see somebody lose their job like that. But I've had conversations with him since then. He's doing good. And that's all I can do is just keep in contact with him because he gave me an opportunity to play in his league.
Would you be okay for shorter off season and a longer training camp if they went to that?
Like I said, man, it's the off season's voluntary. So if I have an off season for 6 months, I'm taking all 6 months.
You still do any track stuff on the off season for a couple years ago?
No, sir, not this off season. Just mainly football work and speed work.
Thank you.
Yep.